I spent most of my 20s chasing women and chasing relationships. The sex is good, she hitting you with the double hand twist every night. I never took the time before I got in a relationship to build a solid foundation and a solid program for myself. But they should never be the center of your world. It should just be an add-on. But if I was to put myself before the women in my 20s, everything that I accomplished in my later 20s, I would accomplish way earlier. So you have to make sure you're doing what you need to do, so that way you earn the right to do what you want to do. But look me in my eyes when I tell you this, women need to come second, bro, I promise you. I spent most of my 20s chasing women, chasing relationships, and making them my priority. If you're in your phase of life where you're chasing women or looking to jump into a relationship, this video is crucial. Like I said, I spent most of my 20s chasing women and chasing relationships. With me doing that throughout my 20s, these are some of the key facts that it's important for you to know. First things first, fellas, when you gotta realize when you're chasing women, you're neglecting the very thing that's gonna get you the thing that you actually want, right? And what I mean by that is, when you're chasing women, you're neglecting your purpose, right? Which won't get you the women that you actually want, because the women that you actually want the man that's on their purpose. You want the woman, but you're neglecting building yourself up to be the man that the women actually want. But you're doing that because you're chasing them and you're making them the center of your world, or that is not what you're supposed to be doing. You gotta understand, especially in your 20s, when you're chasing women, the cost of doing that and neglecting your purpose, the cost of doing that is unpayable. You have a certain amount of time in life to really become successful and to reach your goal. And if you're wasting that small window of time chasing women and being off your purpose and trying to jump into a relationship without building yourself up, that window of opportunity is gonna close. You should honestly be scared knowing that you don't have as much time as you think to reach a certain level. And if you're wasting time, you may never reach that level. The job may never get done. Just to be clear, fellas, this is not red pill content. I'm not here to talk down on women. I'm not here to talk bad about women. This video is strictly about you and what you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. Because what difference in the world will it make to sit here and say women ain't shit when on the other side you're fucked up as well? Because although personally for myself, I've seen and heard crazy things about women, it is equally true that we hide our weaknesses behind women in relationships. And one of my past relationships, I had bad tendencies and bad habits. Actually, my longest relationship, the girl I was with, she smoked weed. She smoked weed almost every day. Me, I never smoked weed. There was a time where she got an apartment and I started staying the night with her every night, spending more time with her during the summer. And I remember this is when Power first came out and everybody on social media was talking about Power, but me and her, we never watched it. And I came to her apartment after a long day of work and she was smoking and I fell into it and I folded and I was like, forget it, I'll smoke with you. And I remember that night, and then after that night, it became routine. So it's like every time she rolled up, she would always ask me like, do you want to smoke? When before, she knew better to even ask me that question, but now since I opened that door, every time she rolled up, she asked me, do I want to smoke? Or even sometimes when I wanted to say no, sometimes I did say yes. It was like a routine. I'll get off work, I'll come to her crib, shower, she'll cook my favorite meal, fried chicken, collard greens, mac and cheese, yams, and she'll roll up, we'll smoke, eat, and watch Power and fall asleep. This was literally my routine the whole summer. And during that time, I felt myself getting lazy due to being too high. I was unfocused, I was paranoid, I was slow. And when you're high, your priorities seem to feel less important and your bed seems to feel even more comfortable. The unhealthy foods start tasting good. You start sleeping longer than what you should be because the rest start feeling better. I was just falling into self-destruction the whole summer. Another one of my past relationships where I had bad habits and tendencies, it had nothing to do with her. It had 100% everything to do with me. I used to come home at 5 a.m. from being outside all night. I used to go to sleep late and damn near wake up the next day during the afternoon. I used to go outside to the clubs every weekend, partying, drinking. I used to waste money on liquor and unhealthy foods, pizza. I used to go to the gym, but I'll be texting her, and I used to rush my workouts just to hurry up and get back to the crib so we can binge watch a show on Netflix. I used to go to the gym like 3 to 4 days a week, and then the weekend come, and then I'll fuck off the weekend and lose all the progress that I worked for the whole week. Fellas, I know you think I'm just talking, but I literally used to be the guy like I always kept a girl or a group of girls with me. And the thing is, I never really cared for the reason that they were even around me, whether they were using me for something or whether they genuinely loved me. Like, that was never a concern of mine. I just loved being around women. When you're in a relationship or with a girl, it's easy to hide behind these flaws. Like, to be honest, fellas, I've hid behind my bad habits for years. And it works well. It works as long as you're in a relationship. You got love pouring out of you. She feeling you, you feeling her. Y'all enjoying each other's company and attention. The sex is good. She hitting you with the double hand twist every night. But you know when you find out it ain't what it is when she leaves. It's like when she leaves, you feel stuck. Not even realizing your negative habits and the tendencies, you start blaming it on other things. Then you start dissecting what went wrong. Then you feel lost because not only are you alone now, but now you're alone with your bad habits and those negative tendencies that you've adopted and now gotten comfortable with. This is what making women your world leads to, because once they leave, you're cooked. But as long as you have someone that's loving you, that's not making you feel bad or guilty about not following your purpose, that's looking at you with the googly eyes, that's making you feel good, that's telling you you're the best thing since Nike. When I was chasing women and when I was in relationships, I was distracted from my real world because I still felt loved and worthy. My whole world evolved around women, and it was working until they left. And then I was forced to deal and upgrade myself. But since I was too lazy and not willing to do that, I would go grab another woman or another group of women and bring them to distract me from my self-destruction. I used to think as long as I had the right shorty, I'll be good. But that's not the case, fellas, because in reality, you have to be okay with yourself first. I never took the time before I got in a relationship to build a solid foundation and a solid program for myself. So when I was chasing women and when I did get in a relationship, it was easy for me to fold, whether I was falling into their bad habits or creating my own. Now, don't get me wrong, fellas. I'm not sitting here telling you don't be around women. And believe me, I'm the last person that'll tell you some shit like that. Women are great, love is great, sex is great, but so is medicine. And too much of that shit, you can overdose. So fellas, listen to what I'm saying. Women in relationships aren't necessarily bad for you, but they should never be the center of your world. It should just be an add-on. You should look like a man that's on his purpose, that's knocking out his goals, that's building himself, that has the body that he wants, that has the bank account that he wants, that has the career he wants, that has the business he wants. And then when you're nice and ready, when you want to involve a woman into your life, then you can. But in my 20s, fellas, I was moving backwards. I was worried about women before that. But if I was to put myself before the women in my 20s, everything that I accomplished in my later 20s, I would have accomplished way earlier. I would have started my business way earlier. I would have made 6 figures way earlier. I would have invested in mentorship way earlier. I would have got my certifications way earlier. Like with me, I went out to the club a lot. So the access to different women was very easy. It made it a lot hard, especially when liquor is involved, you're vibing, it's late night. It's easy for me to walk through and grab 2, 3, 5 beautiful women, bring them to the section. But fellas, you gotta understand when you're doing this, when you're moving like this, you're slowing down your journey. But the good thing about this, fellas, if you're at that point in your life where you are making women the priority, when you are chasing women, and when you are putting your relationship first, you click on the right video because I'm about to tell you the solution to all that. First thing first, make yourself the priority. When you make relationships or women the priority, you're not working on yourself. A lot of you are fat. A lot of you are living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of you are unemployed. A lot of you are still living with your parents. A lot of you don't have your own car, but you're worried about women, which don't make sense, fellas, because the women that y'all want don't want a bum. So it only makes sense for you to work on yourself first. Make yourself the priority. Number 2, find something to do, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a new business, whether it's something that you want to study. Find something to do to distract you. So that way, say for example, if she calls you and you're doing that thing, whatever you choose to do, you can't go. Or say for instance, when you guys see me with my power list, if my power list isn't complete for that day, no, I can't chill with you, shorty. Oftentimes I'll talk about the earn system. The earn system is basically when you need to make sure that you earn the right to do what you want to do. So you have to make sure you're doing what you need to do, so that way you earn the right to do what you want to do. If you want to go out and chill with the women, you got to make sure that you've taken care of everything on your to-do list for that day. When you actually earn the right to do what you want to do, it feels so much better. Not only does it feel better because you're around women, but you feel better because you actually accomplished and you earned it. Instead of being with the women in the back of your head, knowing that you still got a ton of stuff to do that you haven't even taken care of yet. Fellas, listen to me. I know they out here. I know the ratio out here is very crazy, but look me in my eyes when I tell you this. Women need to come second, bro. I promise you. And if she don't like it, let her go. One thing I'm gonna say, fellas, if you are gonna jump in a relationship, make sure you're dealing with a woman that understands what you're doing. I dealt with women that are hustlers, but I've also dealt with lazy women. The women that are hustlers always understood my grind. When I couldn't answer every call, when I couldn't text back right away, when I couldn't go out this night because I had to edit the video and get it posted for y'all. If you're gonna be in a relationship, fellas, make sure you're dealing with a woman that understands your hustle. Number 3, which really should have been number 1, stop valuing box. Now, I know there's gonna be some people that watch this and be like, what's box? What's box? Fellas, we know what box is. Stop valuing box. Now, don't get me wrong, fellas, it's good. It could definitely be good. But when it becomes an obsession, that's when you're in trouble. I'm not telling you not to be a man. It's okay to want it. You're human. But in a lot of instances, I can see that it's controlling men. It should never control you. Drake said, pussy's only pussy and I get it when I need it. Like, yeah, it's cool, but I ain't losing sleep over it. And coincidentally, fellas, when you move like you don't need it, that's when it falls in your lap. Like, the more you act like you don't need it, the more they actually want to give it to you. Like, they start pursuing you, they start doing things for attention in front of you, they start following your program. That's when you don't gotta deal with the shit test and disrespect, because she actually wants you instead of you chasing her. So I'm gonna end it like this, fellas. Sacrifice what you can get now for what you want later. And the easiest way to think about this is, if you spend the moments now bettering yourself, I promise you the women get better. Like, sacrifice the relationships, the women in the box now, stay down and improve yourself. It won't be a matter of you chasing after box. Eventually it's gonna be a matter of the box chasing after you. I can't stress this enough, fellas. Stay on your grind, stay on your purpose. Don't be out here prioritizing these women and prioritizing your relationship. Always put yourself first, because I promise you that relationship that you valuing so much, the moment that you fall off, she's going to leave you. So you always want to make sure you value yourself and you're working on yourself so you can become him. And that's all I got for you today, fellas. So make sure you get on your fucking grind and become him. It's time to perform.
Most of these guys, a lot of people fail, bro, because they be so worried about girls. I said this in the YouTube video. Girls is some of these guys' biggest downfalls, because they try to impress girls. They will put their life on hold to make sure a woman's happy over his own self. Like, seriously, that's why a lot of guys fail. Okay, it's 24 hours in a day. You'll see a guy give a girl 8 hours of text messages and phone calls. His whole mind. When you can take that same 8 hours and put it into income, money, learning how to invest. Like goals, writing your goals down, praying, something, but you giving it all to this female.